Hey guys, Wavejump here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be covering common mistakes and how to troubleshoot them. Thank you for your 390 subscribers, and as always, thank you to Shatter on Patreon for supporting me. If you want to support me on Patreon, click the link in the description below. Alright, so common mistakes. Yeah, there's really only one main common mistake, and that is the one that persists throughout almost every single comment that I see asking for help. And that is grammatical or spelling errors. So let me give you an example of what somebody would do. So if I get myself a command lock here, so an example of just one where the person just wasn't really thinking about it, and all of this is just proofread your stuff and look carefully before you go ahead and comment. But I of course am happy to help you every single time. But of course this may help you. Say for example I were to do a title command. So title of your game's title. Right, and here's an example of what I would see. Title, and then here's another mistake. I would see, something like that, right, and then, or something like this actually more accurately. Now, obviously, if you've ever done command blocking, you'll know, and why is auto jump on? For some reason, a bunch of my stuff just got all screwed up, including my texture pack. But yeah, you'll notice this is not a valid command at all. There are a fair amount of issues with this, suffice to say, and I'm gonna go ahead and go over all of them right now. Let me just make sure this is big. Okay. So first off, you'll notice here, the first mistake that this person would have made is that instead of saying text, it says title. So let's change that back to text. Okay, fix the first part. The first part is now good, right? The other thing to make sure is curly brackets and brackets in general. Make sure there's an equal amount of them on each side. So you have, one opening one to one closed one. If you have two opening ones, you need to have two closed ones, etc. Color. There was a big issue here, which is you need to have quotes before and after this, the colon. And then we're missing our ending thing. So now when we run this, if I did it right, there we go. You'll notice there's a title that says title. We did it right. Okay. Obviously that had a lot more mistakes than people would typically have, but I'm going to show you what I mean by people make a lot of the same mistakes. So here's an exact example. I would say, for example, let me just do test for @e type equals player. Spaces are another huge thing. So if I run this right now, invalid tag encountered, expected this thing as the first character. So the issue is that I forgot that after that you're not supposed to have a space. So when I do that again, you notice it found Wavejump games. Perfectly fine, no issues. And that's really the gist of main errors. So what I would recommend when you're looking over a command, the first thing to check is everything spelled correctly? Second thing to check is spacing. Make sure everything is spaced apart correctly. Next thing, make sure quotes are good. So for every opening quote, there's a closing quote. They're in the right spaces. Make sure as well that you have brackets in the right place and you have enough brackets, because if you don't have brackets, there could be a huge issue with the command. And then, yeah, just in general, make sure everything looks like it would run normally. One of the main things you want to do is diagnose error message. So for example, if I were to do that thing again, right, you'll notice the error message it gives me is invalid tag encountered, or data tag parsing failed, invalid tag encountered, expected, that is the first character. Okay, so when you are the person diagnosing this, you have a couple things to think about. Okay, first off, you need to know what is the tag it's talking about. So I'm going to do help test for. And you'll notice that the syntax for it is test for player data tag. And so it must be talking about this tag, but then we know the data tag is like entity data tags. So obviously type equals player is not an entity data tag. So that's obviously the issue. So diagnose it as much as you can. And if nobody can help you, and I'm not available or something, you could always Google the error message. A very helpful thing to know is that if you type something into Google and put quotes around it, it'll make it so it'll search that exact phrase. For example, I could do that again, right? So let me just do test for ER, because that should give me the same error message. So then what I do is I would just copy this, and then in Google I would type quote, paste quote, and then Minecraft. Because what this means is that anybody else who has had the same error and had Minecraft on that same webpage, forums with their issue will come up, meaning that you could go ahead and get help from them super easily. And I need to toggle downfall because for some reason I never created a weather clear thing for this world. Let me do that now, actually, because I don't need to do. I want. What am I saying? Okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna put this right here. Weather clear. Repeat always active. There we go. No issues. We're all fine. So those are the most kind of common errors, and Googling is, again, probably one of your best bets. But here is my preferred thing. Since you probably made this far in the video, you've probably been having issues with commands in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the way, if you want to get help from me, you should go ahead and format your comment. So if I go ahead and grab a sign here, I'll go ahead and show you what I would kind of want it to look like. And it doesn't have to be exactly like this, but I want it to include these things. So I want to include what your issue is, stated clearly. Because if somebody goes, you know, help isn't working and I don't know what the issue is, then that's not going to help me at all. So I need to know what your issue is, stated very clearly. I need you to copy and paste the command into the comment. And then I want you to make sure you have YouTube notifications on. To get comment notifications, because if you have those off, then you can't get my reply. Also, please leave your name, just because it's nice to know who you are, even though maybe you conveyed your username. What Minecraft version? That's not 100% required, but if it's anything other than what's in the title of the video, please leave that. So if it's a 1.11 tutorial, please don't comment about 1.8 issues without letting me know that it's on 1.8, because that's a huge problem oftentimes. Any mods, possibly? Any plugins? And yeah, no, this is bothering me that I have asterisks, but I'll just ignore those. And let's see. I wouldn't mind. Don't call me names because you made mistakes. There have probably been at least 6 instances of people commenting on my videos saying, "You're so stupid, none of this works." And then I look at their command, or, you know, just their grammar, and I'm like, you're probably doing it wrong if, you know, they're, you know, over, you know, 50 likes on this video and thousands of views and like 2 dislikes, one of which is from you. So again, yeah, that's the main point of this video. I just want to teach you guys how to troubleshoot commands, because here's the thing, is I could create a 20-minute video covering, you know, everything about you know, item data tags or something, but oftentimes that won't really help if none of your commands are working in the first place. So the point of this video was to go ahead and get your commands working in the first place, because I feel like this is a really essential video, and I was planning to make it last series, but I never ended up making it. If I did already make it, then, well, this is an updated version. Sorry if I already made this, because I don't remember these things oftentimes. But I think that is about it. I think I'm going to have as well a new series coming out this week. I'm not 100% sure, but I might, so stay tuned for that. If not, it'll come out next week. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and leave a like down below. Share it with your friends if you think they'd find it helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching. Bye.